You're watching Bite Me TV. This week's episodes are sponsored by Purely Gadgets and Premier Computer Solutions. Hi, I'm Gary, and welcome to Bite Me TV. Excuse me?
This is my line. You do the techie stuff. I introduce the show.
I can do it every now and again.
No.
Okay, so do you want to do it then?
I will do that bit in a minute. But anyway,
Okay.
Stop stealing my identity.
I'm not stealing your identity. I was just having a go and saying hi to everyone out there and doing it myself. Thought it'd make a change.
Kind of taking my role, stealing my identity.
You've been worried about this, haven't you? I've seen you when you go online and you go shopping. You always ask me, oh, should I use this website? Is it safe? You know,
Well,
most of the time it is.
Shopping online can't be that safe. With your details out there everywhere, how is it possible to be safe?
Well, you can be. It's not just about being online that's not safe, but you are concerned about being online, and there are certain things you should look for. Firstly, if it's a website you've never heard of before, or if you've got a link that's come through on an email and it says click here and enter your bank details, stuff like that, really got to look out for that because that could well be fraud. Always a good idea if you're going to a shop to actually go search for them or maybe put in their web address, and then you know you're actually going to them and not somebody else. There's a lot of people trying to cheat, particularly those that send through your bank details have changed or your bank wants you to log in and then you click on that link and it takes you there. Don't do those. Go directly to their websites.
How do you prevent? I've seen before, though, I went onto a website and I signed up to buy something. I didn't actually sign up. I bought something, it signed me up. And then I had to pay direct debit for it every month. How do I stop something like that? Because the bank can't stop it because it's direct debit to a credit card and not actually a bank.
Well, you should contact your credit card company because that isn't very good. But it's things like that you should be wary of. You know, like it says it's going to take a subscription every month and you're not really expecting to. I would watch that kind of thing, actually, yeah. If something sounds too good to be true or remotely dodgy, just think about it for a minute and, you know, just take a step back and maybe make some inquiries before actually going ahead with the purchase. I'd be careful. Most of them are actually pretty safe. Yeah.
With something like music, because I've seen you on your iPod quite a lot and you've
Yeah,
always got
good.
new music on there.
Yeah.
Where do you get it from and where's safe to get it? I've seen some friends have been on sites and you can download like viruses with the music. So how do you know?
Is that free music?
Well, I'm not too sure.
Yeah. You've got to watch those kind of things because those ones tend to allow other things to come through, viruses, and those viruses could be used, or other things like Trojans, to steal your identity. So got to be careful there. I tend to go and buy my music from trusted sources, iTunes, Amazon, HMV, Virgin, all those kind of ones. You kind of know that they're a good name. There are plenty of others that are safe. But if one of them says, oh, for £1 you can get, 10,000 songs, or, sign up now and you'll get 1 month free of loads of songs. But before you do that, you've got to enter your credit card details. Some of them are legitimate, but if you haven't heard of them, I'd steer well clear of those. Yeah. But I also get my music and I'm converting it from my CDs onto there as well. Yeah.
I think I'm going to stick with something like iTunes, or as you just said, converting it from a CD and putting it on to my computer and then doing it that way.
But the other thing I've seen you do, and this is not online, but when you're at the ATM, I've seen you just standing there like this and I can see your PIN number. So if I manage to get hold of your credit card, which you're always leaving lying around, I could just go and go shopping.
So you know what my PIN is?
Yeah, well, it's pretty obvious when you stand there doing this. I mean, I don't make an effort to see it, but it's like, I've been meaning to tell you to be more careful. You should really cover it up when you do it. And also at the supermarket, you do that. You stand back there, and I know it's a little bit further away, but you go like that, and everyone can see your number. See loads of people doing it. You should cover it up like that or with something so that no one can see it. Also, if you're at a restaurant and you give your credit card, to someone, they could just go wandering off with it. You've got to watch that. They don't need to do that anymore. They've got those little wireless
What will they
devices.
do if they wander off?
Well, they could make a note of your credit card details, a security number on the back, and then they can use that to go shopping.
Wow, I'm going to have to be careful.
Yeah, and also
especially of you.
Well, no, I haven't used it. You can trust me. What?
Okay.
Also, if you get a phone call from somebody that says, hey, I've got all this information about you, but there's just one little bit missing, can you just tell me what that is and I can verify your bank account, I would put the phone down and then call your bank and tell them about it.
I think that happened to my friend once. Somebody rang her up and said we're from her bank and asked for all her details because there was something wrong, but really they wasn't actually from her bank.
They sound very convincing as well. You should really watch that. Always a good idea. If they phone you, call them back.
And also letters as well. They send letters as well as emails, don't they?
There's lots of ways they're trying to get it. They've become very aware, these fraudsters, that we're all cottoning on to what's going on online, so they're trying different scams all the time. So you should watch it, and everyone out there should watch it as well. If it's too good to be true, don't do it.
So hopefully there's a couple of tips for not getting your details stolen and where to download your music safely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, now I know
that.
to protect my PIN from Gary, and also the trusted sites to download my music.
Thankfully she can trust me.
Thank you for watching us. See you later.